Hi guys, I am Claudia Padilla and I'm just updating the status that was due yesterday, but today is March 5th and I normally talk about Tanf and link benefits that the Medicare card that I applied for and the Tanf benefits that I'm applying for. I just wanted to let you guys know that my Tanf benefits for this month have been uh, have they have sent them to me. So I did receive them yesterday, March 4th, 2020. And they actually added $200 more, which I'm not really sure what that was for. And I'm just hoping, and I am hoping very much that it's not going to screw up my next month's 10 off benefits. But the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I'm not really sure how I'm gonna put the videos together, but some videos I'm going to just let you guys know exactly what's going on. DHS office is requesting for me as a TANF customer to complete 30 hours a week because I am on TANF and I'm receiving $533 a month. And if I don't make those 30 hours, then they are requesting me to be, well, they're telling me that I'm going to be sanctioned. The last time that I spoke to the caseworker Joseph, he said that it was going to be completely, everything was going to be taken away. But then the next time that I came by, he gave me a list of the amount that I was going to be sanctioned. So if I get $533 because I'm on TANF and I'm a single mother with 2 children and we're all U.S. citizens, I do not I will not be able to receive if I'm not completing these 30 hours a week. I will not be able to be eligible for these benefits of TANF. I get Link also, which I get at $509, which was actually deposited yesterday on March 4th. I get my benefits on every 4th of the month. So March 4th, 2020 were my benefits, and my benefits were there. The caseworker, like I said that my TANF benefits will be reduced by, I have a form here that he gave me. It's right here, by 7.5 as of December 20th, 2019. I'm not really sure why I'm getting sanctioned because I was doing the work activities. I did do the work search and I would turn in the forms. I'm not employed. Like I said, I'm a single mother. I have 2 children. My boy is 14. My daughter is 6 years old. And once my daughter hit the 6-year-old mark, a 6-year-old year, they requested me to do 30 hours a week to volunteer at like food pantries. I was volunteering at Feed My Starving Children. I was doing 2 hours a day, which would equal like to 12 hours a day. I couldn't do any more, so that's why they said that they were going to sanction me and they were going to give me no more TANF money. But when I spoke to Joseph, the caseworker at DHS office in Aurora, Illinois, off of Pennsylvania Avenue, he gave me this forms just stating that the policy had changed and that it was 7.5%, including for mother reduction of TANF grant amount for cases for adults and children that do not I guess, comply with the comply with cooperate with TANF activity compliance of child support enforcement without good cause and reconciliation is not successful, a sanction will be imposed. I have already submitted for child support. I have already searched for done activities, volunteer work over at Feed My Starving Children for the past, I don't know, couple of months. I have done everything that they've told me. I filled out papers where I've searched for jobs and I would go to the office and wait there for 2 hours for them to call me in and give this to the caseworker. I even got the information from the manager, Miss Gandaria, from the DHS office in Aurora, Illinois again, that that's their policy, that they sanction people with and give the TANF customer no money whatsoever if you don't do activities. So the activities that I was doing was not good enough for them. I was doing 12 hours a week, volunteering, traveling from Aurora, Illinois, all the way to Naperville, right off of Route 59, where Female Starving Children is at, on Exchange Court. And sometimes they were booked, so I would have to drive all the way to Schaumburg, which is an hour away, which is ridiculous because it's gas money. And I'm hoping that no other TANF customer is treated this way, and that all this information is incorrect, and that they do not sanction my benefits, because if they do, I will post these videos online. Just waiting for the next months to come up. I'm just waiting for the right time to do this. But I just want to keep making these videos so you guys can see how frustrating this is. And I'm due to go back on the 13th of March to see what they tell me. So they are telling me, like I said, that if I don't keep volunteering, going to these places, making 30 hours a week, the link benefits is different. I will still be getting the link benefits. There will be no change in that. Like I said, it's only for TANF customers, like the cash assistance that I'm receiving. That's the only income I have. I get no child support. I apply for child support. I have gotten no response for that. And the father of my children has not been helping me out in any way. We don't know where he's at. I got divorced actually by myself because he never attended courts. So I haven't seen him in like a year probably, and he hasn't taken care of his kids for 2 years. So that's when we got separated. So then I submitted child support paperwork to the child support office, and I don't know what's going on, but it's already been 2 years and I have received nothing. So that's why I had the option of going to DHS office and applying for the benefits that my children and I are eligible for, because we are U.S. citizens, and we have the right, and we definitely qualify for these benefits, because like I said, I do not work. I pay rent here where I live in this room with my children, and I that's the only income I have. I take and I drive my kids to school every single day, and the struggle is real. It's very frustrating, this DHS office that I go to, because every single time that I go, they tell me something different. So I am hoping that you guys are watching this video and understanding my situation, understanding what my frustration is, and I hope that I get responses and comments, and somebody tell me this is incorrect, what they're doing to me, because I feel that they're giving me the wrong information, they're discriminating me, or giving me the wrong policy. And I want to let you guys also know that I am, you know, basically videotaping every single conversation that I have with every caseworker every time I go in. So there's no way that I'm going to allow them, or not allow them, but there's no way that I'm not going to put up a fight for the rights of my children and myself as U.S. citizens, and as the rights that we have, that we get no child support, which that has been completed. That's one of the guidelines. And the sanctions, if they want me to, keep looking for jobs and stuff like that, like online or whatever, and submit forms, I can do that. I can keep doing that. But I have been complying with everything that they have told me, and I have been going every single week and sitting in an office for 2 hours waiting for them to see a caseworker. And right now it's not good enough, the 12 hours that I'm telling them that I make a week, because it's just not good enough. They expect the policy for them. That's what they said. They explained to me, Miss Gandaria, and also the caseworker Rojas, which Ms. Rojas is very unprofessional. DuBois, the caseworker there, her name is DuBois, it's very unprofessional too, and she has actually told me in my face that she does not like me, and that we do not get along. And I got really surprised when she said that, and I never want to ever see her again, because I think she's very disrespectful and very unprofessional. So the thing with me is that if you're being rude and mean to me, I defend myself. I'm very defensive. I also talk back. I'm not I don't stay quiet. So that's um, that's a big issue with them too, because they think that they can treat you and humiliate you and talk to you whichever way you want just because you're over at the DHS office asking for help from the government and welfare. And this is actually the first time since I've never ever in my entire life have ever received the medical card, SNAP benefits, or TANF assistance. I had never ever have gone through this whole process. Um, so this sanction letter is the one that I'm talking about, which is bothering me the most. And um, I have started receiving the benefits on and off in the last 2 years because I think I worked at a factory through a temp agency, which they also mistreated me really extremely bad. Everybody was always trying to make my life impossible there at these agencies. So I not working there anymore. And then also, like I said, I'm on and off, on and off on. I was on and off on the benefits for for the SNAP benefits and for the TANF. But now that I have at least a good 6 months on TANF and a good 6 months straight in a row, I'm very upset at the fact that these caseworkers are just giving me wrong information, and I know that this is incorrect. I know that my kids do not deserve this. I know that I don't deserve this, and I know that it's incorrect. And I know that that once this goes viral, I know that there's going to be people out there telling me that it's correct, that I don't have to do anything, because I had a friend that when I was feeding my starving children, well, not a friend, but it's somebody that just told me when we were like waiting for our signatures to sign, to sign to get our service hours. You would have to get in line after you're done with your service hours or your volunteer work, and you get in line and get a slip, and the person that was there would sign it and just say that you were there for 2 hours. He mentioned to me, he's like, oh, what are you here for? And I said, well, I'm here for they're requiring me to do work hours, DHS office, because I'm receiving 10 off cash benefits. And he's like, oh my goodness, really? Because my family, and this is an African American person that told me this, my family, or I know one of my aunts has Section 8, and she doesn't even work, and she doesn't do anything, and they don't even require her to do anything. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, oh my God, I mean, this is correct. I felt it in my guts. I felt that this is wrong. I felt that I've been being told the wrong information, and it is true. And it is true. I'm pretty sure that you guys can help me out and let me know and tell me that my gut is not telling me something different, because I know that these policies are just a bunch of crap, excuse my language, but they're not they are not the correct policies that I should be receiving. I'm fighting for my rights and for the rights of my children. And like I said, my name is Claudia Padilla. I'm a little bit tired right now. I just finished doing laundry, and I went for a walk earlier, and I dropped off my kids, and I'm going to go pick up my daughter right now. So if you see me there, I'm a little tired just because I am. I just finished, like I said, I finished doing laundry for my kids. And yeah, but my kids deserve this, their rights, and I deserve the rights that the state is able to give us and provide to us. It's their responsibility to do this for a person, a family of us, like us, a family that, a mom that does not have any income, a mother that is single and divorced, and that has complied with all the requirements that DHS has given me, like, the activities, the volunteer work. I'll do that, all of that, but they require too many hours. 30 hours is a lot to do in a week when you have children that you have to pick up. The father of my children is missing in action. He is nowhere to be found. I have spoken to child support, and I have submitted an application to the child support office, and I have not heard back from them. I only get letters of, like, cross off what you've received, what you haven't received, and I return them back, and you know, it's just this is just like a game like that they're playing with me. So I don't know. I feel very discriminated and very much told the wrong information. And like I said, my kids don't deserve this, and I don't deserve this, and I deserve the truth, and I deserve to receive the benefits that I am eligible for. Thank you. Again, Claudia Padilla, and today is March the 5th, 2020. And I did receive my benefits for this month, like I said, and I'm hoping that the $200 extra that was on there is not a mistake. I'm not going to say anything to the DHS office because, hey, you know, that can be used for gas money that I used when I was going to feed my starving children. So if they don't tell me anything about that, I'm not gonna tell anything about that. However, if they tell me they're giving me $200 extra that last month for the month of when I received benefits for the month of April, then I'm gonna flip because that's not how they're supposed to be doing it. They can't do that. They can't be splitting the benefits like that, and I will not tolerate that. So I'm hoping that I'm still getting my $533 in Tanf cash benefits for the month of April, and my $509 of link benefits for the month of April as well for my children. All right, so that's it, guys, for today. So I will probably not make another video until March 13th. That's when I have my next appointment for the DHS office. And like I said, the caseworker, oh, I didn't mention it, but the caseworker, when I went in, I think it was this past Monday, I have it on my calendar because I have to keep up with my kids, my kids' activities and everything. But when I went in to see Joseph on Monday, yes, to drop off the paperwork, he said that I no longer had to do the volunteer work at Feed My Starving Children because since I wasn't doing it 30 hours, that I was already going to get automatically sanctioned. So he gave me a form to ask my doctor to see if I can ask the doctor to fill it out and, say that either my back or, my hand, my shoulder, that I can do the 30 hours, a medical examination, basically just stating that. And I didn't take it into my doctor's because there's nothing that, I had forgotten it at home, first of all. And then there's nothing that the doctor can do I don't have a broken shoulder, I don't have a broken leg that I can do to go and volunteer for these hours. For the 30 hours a week, that's a lot. It's like having a job, So Joseph said that I needed to bring that back, the medical examination from my doctors on the 13th of March 2020, and I will be stopping by. And then after that, he said that if the doctor did not fill it out for me or completed it for me or refused to complete it for me, then I would have to go back to doing the hours. And then after that, obviously I won't be able to complete the hours. So then it'll be sanctioned, which, like I said, I feel this is incorrect. And I feel like they're messing and giving me the wrong information. My kids don't deserve this. We have rights in this country. And we are all U.S. citizens. I'm a U.S. citizen, born in the United States of America. Both of my kids are born in the United States of America, and we deserve these benefits. Thank you.